Hey, everybody, welcome back to another exciting edition, the second show of 2023. It's your boy Gio here, back with another installment of Omnibros Live on a Wednesday. I'm the designated hitter for tonight, the DEH, right? Yeah. So, welcome, everybody. Tonight, I thought, hey, it's a new year, I guess, whatever, tradition. Let's do another, or the first Q&A of the year. And as people start showing up in the chat. Hopefully, we get some people in the chat. You can ask me about whatever it is you want. I don't know if I'm going to be joined by any other Omnibro. If not, it's going to be a solo Geo show. But regardless, we're going to have some fun. And actually, I do want to talk about some things on the air about this channel for the year 2023, some ideas, feedback, all that fun stuff. So hopefully you guys are excited. I know I am. I know it's not going to be the most entertaining stream if it's just me, but we're going to have some fun anyways and talk about all the crazy nonsense. If you want to ask me about the this I think he's on an hour before us, and I'm not going to go past the hour tonight. I was super busy, and then I noticed that we weren't going to unfortunately have a stream ready. So I said, you know what, I'll do it. I'm always committed that this show is on time and responsibly streams 3 times a week. So I'm here. I have no, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I have no topic in mind whatsoever because I took a break from Wednesdays. So I prepare myself for Mondays and Thursdays, not Wednesdays. So if you have any question about whatsoever, hit him. I can't talk tonight. hit a hit the question in the chat. That's what I want to say. Little tongue tied. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Warren, thank you so much. Comics Guide is joining us. That's great. Give me a second before I can add you. Are you ready, sir? Are you here? Are you live?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Sorry for
Alrighty.
the no camera right now.
I love that your icon just says "bro" in it. I
I like
love
it.
that.
I like it. I think it's an improvement over my ugly mug every
No, come on now.
time.
Let me, before we get started, let me remind everybody that this show is sponsored, of course, by the fine folks at InStockTrades.com, your home for all things collected editions, the one shop you need to visit to get your favorite books, whether it be an omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and so much more, up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. And if you make an order of $50 or more, you get free shipping, fantastic customer service, and wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Also, while we're plugging our sponsor, let me remind everybody that on the 30th of January, we're going to be doing our first gift card giveaway valued at $50, courtesy of InStock Trades. All you got to do, if you want to win, show up that on that stream, participate in the chat, and you're in the running. That's all you got to do. Open to anybody in the world. We'll pick a winner, and you will get a $50 gift card. Once again, courtesy of InStockTrades.com. And real quick, we didn't do this last Monday because we didn't have the info. I was wrong. I mentioned, oh, the freaking Conan books will get the 50% discount. No, they did not. But still some cool stuff. You got the Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection, Invasion of the Spider Slayers. The only DC book that got discounted at 50% is the Batman versus Ra's al Ghul trade paperback from Neil Adams. Rest in peace. The Marvel Masterworks Spider-Woman hardcover and the DM variant are both 46% off. And the new Fantastic Four Hell in a Handbasket is also 46% off. If you had that loyalty discount, it'd be 48. Or if it was the Batman book, it'd be 52% off. So think about that. Make an order and get that extra 2%. But yeah, InStock Trades, lots of cool stuff, lots of manga. Here are the Conan Omnis, or the last ones from what you guys told us in the chat, 30% off. So
Yeah,
yeah.
this past week was really solid. It wasn't an amazing week by any stretch, but there was a lot of goodies that to be had.
Oh yeah. I marveled because you remember, I think like a year and a half ago, we would do the show and it'd be like one or two books coming out, and that's it. And everything else was kind of eh. Nowadays, every week there's something out there to get and for people to get excited about, in my opinion.
Yeah, it kind of seems like that in general for a lot of stuff. For movies, video games, comics. It seems like we have been blessed with a plethora of things over the next few months of just back to back, week to week.
Yep. I don't know if you remember, we did a stream last year where I said like, is it too much? Because we're getting like too many shows, too many games, too many books, everything all at once, and it's kind of overwhelming for some people.
Yeah. I think it also has to do a lot with COVID. We're kind of I think we're kind of on the other side for the most part of it at this point, for better or worse. And now a lot of stuff that's been delayed for years is finally just bam, 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 bam. Everything's just kind of getting shot out now.
Yeah. Well, regardless, don't listen to us. Just go to InStock Trades and buy some books. That's what you guys need to do.
Yep.
So that's our sponsor. Shout out to IST. I asked the chat before you got here to just throw questions at us because I didn't have a topic. I wanted to fill in because I wanted the show to continue regardless. So if you have any topic at all, feel free to talk about it and I'll chime in. But
no, man. Just kind of shooting the shit. I see we've got a few questions already in the chat from a lot of fans, so I'm happy about that. Let's kind of go for it.
A true graphic novel fan, 1989. Evening, Omnibros. How are you? How is your new year going? Well, it's only 4 days, so I kind of feel like it's the same as last month. It's just okay. I'm just cruising along in autopilot. How about you?
For me, it hasn't been that bad. It's still getting used to. He's still getting used to the whole situation with the newborn. She's 6 weeks old at this point, so
it's a new family dynamic.
Oh my God, yeah. So I'm just happy she's kind of hitting all her milestones so far right on time. So everything's been going great.
That sounds awesome. Love it.
Just the lack of sleep. What they don't tell you is the lack of sleep. A lot of the lack of sleep and the 3 hours, then 2 hours, then 3 hours again, then 1 hour. So it's tough, but we're kind of starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And usually it's about 12 weeks at this last. So
yeah, I don't envy you, brother, but I'm happy for you.
Thank you. It's worth it.
Candace, Lou is having a bad hair day. I've been there. Sure, let's go with that. Gio, can we get a trivia episode this year? Man, if it was hard to schedule this episode, I don't know about an all 6 crew member because Omar, even though he's busy with this channel, he's still an Omnibro and he's still part of the channel. And he's in our chat. We chat every single day. So if you guys would read our chats, we would be canceled and 20 times over the crazy stuff that we chat about. But I do want to get either the trivia episode or the gaming stream because Jess is really up for it, and he was the first one to get the freaking what game was it? The Mario Party game. Yeah. So I want to work that out eventually in a couple months, or I don't know when. So we'll see what happens.
We could also try to run back real manga, fake manga again. That's been one of those a year has been really fun.
Yes, I need to talk to Riley to get a list to challenge you guys again.
That was fun.
Rodimus, thank you for joining. Unfortunately, you won't be able to do the Spanish lesson. Jess is busy with the move. I think he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Outlaw Southpaw, what up, Gio? Thank you. What is your favorite manga in deluxe edition? So far, that I own, it would be, I'm looking at my shelf, either the Gone box set, Gone the Dinosaur, the Italian box set, which has the 3 trade paperbacks inside the custom slipcover that's shaped like the dinosaur tail, wraparound, whatever. The Berserk deluxe editions. They're classic. They're beautiful.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Blade of the Immortal is highly underrated in my opinion. I'll go with the Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, the manga from Hayao Miyazaki. That's a beautiful box set. I love that one. I know you mentioned deluxe, but let's go with box set. It's a box set, but it's still deluxe.
I was at Barnes and Nobles this afternoon, and I saw the Berserk Deluxe, and I was just an inch away from pulling the trigger and starting going down that rabbit hole. But then I thought about it. I'm like, I just don't have the room. They're beautiful, but they're so big.
Yeah, you'd have to make room for 14 of those bad boys.
It's too much. It's just way too much right now. We don't have the room. But eventually, I do plan to picking up the full set that's out right now, and the subsequent sets that I'm sure Dark Horse is itching for them to finally finish that series so they can put them out.
Everybody's wanting to know how they're going to collect Volume 14 because Volume 13 will go up to 39, Volume 39 of the smaller editions. So 14 would just be a 2-in-1, unless they add the guidebook, which has like the art and encyclopedia. Like it's like a coffee table book, if you will.
Right.
So are they going to add that in, or is it just going to be the 2 books? Are they going to add like colored pages, Miura artwork that's not from the series? We don't know yet.
I mean, I could imagine them doing something like supplemental material, or you have several other maybe mangaka or artists in the industry that they do tribute pieces and they stick them into the back of there. I think that would be really cool. Has there been any word, because they put out that new chapter, I think it was 1 or 2 new chapters this past year. Has there been any word about anything else new? Because they want to finish it and they're working.
Let me tell you real quick. Let me do a search on my Annie list because I am up to date with it. The last chapter released, the last chapter that I read was 369.
Right.
And the last chapter Miura worked on would be 300 chapters. List of Berserk chapters. Hold on. 41. The last one that Miura worked on was 364.
Okay, so we got 5 chapters this past year. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to keep that pace. So are you caught up to the current?
I think I'm up to date. I know they're coming out. I know if it wasn't last month or this month, they said they were going to put out a new chapter, but I don't think I've read it if it's already out.
Okay. Do you feel like it's just full steam ahead towards the ending at this point? Like we're just going to gunshot it right to the finish line?
There's a new twist, and it's super annoying because I'm like, I can't with the drama again. I thought we were going to end this, and now it's like another Berserk moment of anguish where you're like, damn it. But yeah, I could see them going straight for an ending.
Okay.
I think it's going to take a while. I don't think it's going to be like this year. Maybe like 2 years worth of chapters or something like that.
How do you feel about, and again, I know we're stuck on this, but I'm genuinely curious because I'm so far behind. How do you feel about the quality in terms of these new chapters without Miura? Because by all accounts, they're not even working off of notes. They're working off of conversations that they've had with Miura, scraps of ideas and stuff like that of where he wanted the story to go and where he wanted the story to end and stuff like that. So it's very little that they're working off of.
The thing is, most of the chapters have been more action oriented with not a lot of dialogue from what I've read so far. And that can be easy to like mesh with the previous work, and it's not so obvious that it's a different writer.
Okay.
So I can't say 100%. I think it works just fine, but I'm looking forward to the big conversation pieces to see if it has the Miura dialogue feel to it.
Yeah, because that's arguably probably going to be the biggest thing to kind of not necessarily mimic, but to kind of nail his style, because he does have a very unique voice in terms of his writing. And that'll be the true testing point of, well, we'll see if this can be pulled off. If this is going to be kind of a Brandon Sanderson situation where he ended up finishing up Wheel of Time after the original author passed away, or if this is going to be, this kind of feels like a pale imitation of what Miura wanted.
I mean, I would try and not. Well, it all depends if the new writer can get a feel for that world and continue to expand on it, or maybe he's not super confident that he can do it, so he might just want to start wrapping things up.
Right.
But I don't know. I'll check out to see if there's new chapters and report back next week.
I'm just happy we're getting consistent new chapters in some form, and we are going to get in some way, shape, or form what Miura wanted for an ending.
Yeah, they do want to end it because he did mention how he wanted the story to end.
Yeah,
they don't know how they're going to get there, but hey, that's a challenge for them. Let's see if they can make it happen.
Yeah.
Question for the panel: have you guys been in touch with Jess in regards to his move? Well, he's on our chat as well. He's been busy with that, and we haven't talked in a bit. But I think he's doing fine. I hope so. Sleeper Omni for $50 and give me 4. You don't want 4 of that, or unless you want 3 to flip and sell, which go for it. Can't wait for the Sleeper Omni to come in. Happy for the reprint. Nice.
Good breed.
Are you looking forward to Shin Ultraman? I'll watch it, but I'll be honest with you, I have very little nostalgia over Ultraman. I like the character and I like some of the stories, but it's not one of my priorities when it comes to like Japanese media.
This is the Netflix stuff, right?
I think so. Or maybe it's the movie. The movie that was in theaters in Japan. I don't know.
Oh my god! Netflix just does not. I don't get what it is with the Japanese stuff. They just do not have a good feeling or a sense for that material at all.
Shin Ultraman, yeah, Netflix, 2022, last year. Are you a fan of Ultraman?
I watched some of it as a kid. I think like most of us when it was sent over here to the States. But I wasn't a diehard fan of it or anything like that. I was more like you, where I was a fan of Godzilla and those classic Godzilla movies and stuff like that. But Shin Ultraman never did anything for me.
I prefer kaiju movies and mechas over like Super Sentai and Tokusatsu. I still like those; they're fun as hell. But if you'd ask me which one would you watch first, I'd always go for. If it's not anime, I would always go for kaiju and mech stuff. Tokusatsu.
Yeah, definitely. What about Kamen Rider? Were you ever a fan of Kamen?
Nope. I've tried.
Wow.
I've tried. He looks super cool, and I think I've only seen a movie, a movie. I don't know which one. Dug it, but I haven't had the time to read up on it or know more about the character.
Oh damn! Yeah, I used to love that shit as a kid.
I wanna check out the new movie, the Shin Kamen Rider stuff. That looks really cool.
Aren't we? We're getting a Toho Godzilla soon, aren't we? Aren't they working on one?
Next November, it's coming out.
Fuck yeah! I can't.
But we don't know anything about it except the director and that it's a new project. We don't know the style, what the movie's about, nothing. Just it's coming early November of this year.
Hell yeah. I can't wait.
Oh, Tasty Melon, thank you. Today is National Spaghetti Day. Thank you. I did not know that. That's awesome. I did not eat the spaghetti today, but now that you say that, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see. Looking forward to the Spawn slipcase editions. If I didn't have a million other things to buy and geek out over, I would totally get the Spawn slipcase editions. But again, since my channel is now heavily focused on anime and manga, that's where my nerd budget is geared towards now.
Now, I know you put out your best anime of the year list already, correct? On your channel?
Yes, that was a stress-inducing video because I tried to get it before the year ended, and I tried for 3 consecutive days and failed. And on the last day, on the 31st, at 11 p.m. my time, I was still trying to put out that video, and uh, because I always upload it privately because I know it's going to get dinged for copyright stuff. So I take it down and replace stuff. Then my microphone crapped out, so I had to re-record the thing, and the audio wasn't working properly. It's not the cleanest audio that I've done, so I was really upset, but it was nearly done. I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna upload it anyways, and it ended up going live on the 1st of January.
Nice, man.
But it's out. If you guys
Yeah, I gotta check that out. I've got a little spare time and stuff like that, and work has been kind of slow, so I might need to watch it.
I do have a video. I was gonna upload it today, but I didn't know I was gonna do the stream tonight, so I haven't recorded the audio track. So after I'm done with this, I'm gonna record it and gonna try and upload it, even though it's in how do I say this, an unusual uploading hour. I'm still gonna try and get it for tonight. It's a manga video, so hopefully that. Lou, what do you think about? I don't know how to pronounce this. Wulong. Dynasty. Wulong. There you go. I suck at this. It's coming to Game Pass day one. I can't wait to play it. Are you gonna play that?
Yeah. I mean, if it's coming to Game Pass, I have Game Pass. I am a member of the Game Pass Church, and I have the Series X. So, yeah, why not? It's technically not free for me, so I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Nice. Comics Guide, what is your favorite Marvel book ever, if not DC?
I can definitely give you my favorite DC. That's an easy one. It's All-Star Superman by Grant Morrison. I think that's the perfect Superman story, and I just don't think it can be topped. Nice. Marvel is a bit more challenging for me because it can vary from moment to moment. I can't give you the Marvel one, honestly, because I've read so much Marvel that it's just it flip flops. I can give you some of my favorite arcs. Like there's Uncanny X-Force.
Do you like top three stories that you dig?
Shit, man. Uncanny X-Force is definitely in my top 3.
Nice.
Give me a second.
You like Superior Spider-Man?
God, Superior Spider-Man was so good. So Uncanny X-Force. Oh, Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four, I think, would definitely be in my top 3. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee's Fantastic Fours. Yeah, that's definitely my number 1. Like that the amount of creativity and the amount of stuff that just was birthed and came out of the original Fantastic Four run from Stan Lee and Jack Kirby is just, oh my God, insane.
Did you know, speaking of that, sorry to interrupt,
No,
did you know that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created a group of characters called the Inhumans, and there are no collected editions in omnibus format for said creations? Nice job, Marvel.
that has to be coming at some point, right? Because they've done almost everything at this point.
It better be this year. If not, I am going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably cancel my channel or something. Please, let's make it happen. 2023. Come on now.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous that we haven't gotten almost anything related to the Inhumans. Hey, William.
Rodimus did not ask, but I'm going to say it anyways because we're doing Q&A. My favorite Marvel books. I'm going to say books because I don't have a singular Marvel book that I like. There's Spider-Man. I'm trying to think which of the Spider books. Oh, I really like Spider Island. That's one of my favorite stories from Dan Slott. Because I didn't want to pick Superior. Inhumans, obviously, by Jenkins and Jay Lee. And I like what's this space story that I like? Jesus Christ, Annihilation.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And DC, that's super easy. I will say Aquaman New 52 is one of my favorites. Just leave it at that.
Good choice.
Oh, and Justice League Dark, I like that as well.
Justice League Dark. Justice League Dark. Yeah, that was. We were this close from getting a Guillermo del Toro directed Justice League Dark movie. He wrote the Bible for. He literally wrote how all of it would work, how the magic system would work, how every character interact. He wrote it all out, and they canceled the project.
And we had the 3D render for Swamp Thing. You remember that?
God.
Let me see if I can find it again.
Proving once again that Warner Brothers just doesn't fucking know what to do with these characters or how to.
No, they don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm honestly burnt out on superhero movies. I'm not excited for anything this year.
Dude, I hit the wall hard this year when I walked out of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and I just went, meh, it was okay. It was just like all the other Marvel stuff this year. The Batman was my favorite superhero movie this year, and even then, I was like, yeah, that was great, but I wasn't blown away by it.
Same. And all the shows and all the movies that we watched in 2022, I dug it, but it wasn't like, holy crap, this is the best thing ever. And I was like, no, it was just, it's all right, cool. That's it.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping the rumors are true, where where Kevin Feige has sat down and said with everybody, okay, we're going to focus on quality instead of quantity going forward, because it's just, it feels like homework. Honestly, I feel like I'm not watching it for fun as much anymore, and I'm just watching it for homework.
Yeah, no, that's true. Here's the animation again. If you guys haven't seen this, this was a 3D render for what would have been the Justice League Dark movie. Here's a good old Swampy walking around. So, yeah, at least that exists, which is cool. It's built like a tank in this one. But one day it'll happen. One day. Once they're done with whatever the hell they're doing, they'll get to it.
Yeah, it's very tragic when you hear all the projects that Del Toro has wanted to get off the ground for years, and for one reason or another, it doesn't happen. He's been wanting to do At the Mountains of Madness for years, and I think there's some stuff that leaked online, some CGI stuff that leaked online that is genuinely really friggin' terrifying. Way he wanted to do it, and he wanted to do that. He finally got Pinocchio off the ground, and I cried like a little schoolgirl at the end of that movie.
I don't want to watch it because I know I'm going to cry. That's
dude. Why. You are not ready. My daughter and we got to the end of it and we started bawling our eyes out.
No, I'm not in the mood for that at the moment.
It's beautiful.
I'll watch it later.
It was so good though.
You guys are too awesome. You guys can never be canceled in my books.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised, but thank you. I appreciate that. Have you guys heard about what happened to Jeremy Renner? Apparently, he was in a really bizarre accident with the snow plower thingamajig, and hopefully he's doing better. He's still in the hospital, and they're operating on him or whatever, or treating him, but hopefully he gets better. Yeah,
poor guy.
Hawkeye did not do well with the snow plowing. Terrible news, totally. I am behind on questions. If anyone was interested, the Savage Dragon hardcover was awesome. I'm currently reading Justice League Dark, Omnibus, and it's so good so far. Then I'll finally read Berserk, Volume 1 through 7 this year.
Nice.
Aku, you are in for a wild, magical, and depressing ride. I hope you're ready. But it's action-packed and really fulfilling. It's a really fulfilling read. Once you're done with the first 13 chapters of 13 volumes, of Berserk.
Yeah.
Chapters, volumes, whatever. The Golden Age arc.
Yeah, and I'm assuming he's meaning the small little collected editions, not the oversized deluxe editions. The thing is with Berserk, and we touched on this before, is the first 3 chapters are rough. Not first 3? Yeah, first 3 chapters. Is that what I'm thinking about?
3 chapters or the first deluxe edition? Yeah.
Yeah, the chapters are volumes. The first 3 volumes, I think.
The first 3 volumes, yes.
Yeah, they're a little bit rough. It's clear Miura was still trying to figure out who the characters are and everything. So they're a bit rough, and then it really takes off once you start getting into the Golden Age stuff, because it feels like Miura had an understanding of, okay, this is who Guts is, these are who the characters are and stuff, and he fleshes everything out beautifully after that.
Yep. Yeah, it's like the prototype, if you will, for the rest of the story, and it gets a lot better. And by the end of the Golden Age arc, you go back, because the first three chapters, the first three volumes, that's the present timeline, and then it goes back to the backstory, and then it returns to the present, and then you understand why the beginning was in that tone. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it does explain why people found it so uncomfortable or rough to read. So you're in for a treat, my
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, you definitely are.
Common Writer W was awesome. Anime of the Year video was great, man. Thank you so much, Outlaw Southpaw 828. Thank you so much. Favorite Batman story. My favorite Batman story. Oh boy. What's your favorite Batman story?
This is actually really tough as well, because we have read so much. But for me, I gotta go with Scott Snyder, Jock, Francisco Francavilla. And I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep. So
The Black Mirror.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Black Mirror. I love Black Mirror. It's so good. And
Nice.
as somebody that loves horror, that ending is just ugh.
I like, even though it's Justice League, I like Tower of Babel, and Year One is one of my favorites as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I also like Court of Owls. It's a lot of fun.
Court of Owls is a lot of fun. Year one is great. Yeah.
Have you checked out the Bleach anime? Yes, sir. It was on my top 20. Top 20. It was on my top 10 anime of the year video. Loved it. Nearman Condition is on right now. Nice. Don't leave. Watch us, and then go watch the show, because we kind of need the people watching. They'll be fine without you guys. I say that with peace and love, as Jess would say. That is true. He is on. Marvel Cosmic Saga was good. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was an interesting time in the Marvel universe. That Cosmic Saga where it. Did you ever read the Richard Rider spin-off series out of all that stuff? Where
the Nova series.
Yeah, that Nova series. Did you ever get a chance to read it?
Yes, because it was included in the Omnis. I still have the Cosmic Saga Omnibus.
Did it feel, because this was around the time the Civil War was happening, did it feel a little maybe behind the curtain or a little on the nose when Richard Rider comes to Earth and he was talking to people and saying, you guys are fighting over this stupid shit. Meanwhile, we're fighting the cosmic war where we're literally dying and planets are blowing up and stuff. But yeah, go ahead. Have your little piss party here.
That was one of my favorite parts, of that series.
It kind of felt like a little peek behind the curtain where they were like, yeah, nobody's reading our shit, but it's better.
Exactly. That whole cosmic stuff was so underrated at the time. Nowadays, it's different. Now everybody loves it and talks highly of it. But back then, like, whoa, people were obsessed with Civil War. Like, holy crap. Tasty Melon. I don't know how to answer this. Is my wife cheating on me? No, hopefully not.
Oh, yeah, wow. Ooh.
Oh. I bet she's secretly trying to get you a present. That's what's happening.
There we go.
I was so disappointed with Love and Thunder. It took love and fun out of superhero movies for me. Gore deserved so much more. I never finished the movie. I started watching it on Disney Plus, and I stopped like 40 minutes in. I'm like, I'll watch it later. We're now in 2023, and I still haven't finished watching the movie, even though I already know what happens in the end, so it doesn't matter. I was not a fan of that movie whatsoever. I like the colors for it, and I like Thor's outfit. I think it's one of his best outfits in the MCU. And that was it. Gore, people complain like, oh, he's gonna look like the Harry Potter villain, whatever his name is. What's his name?
Oh, Voldemort. Yeah.
People were complaining like it's gonna look like him. I don't mind. I kind of wanted that. I wanted an alien-looking dude with more god killing in the movie, and this was the storyline to take itself seriously.
Mm.
But it was just too funny for me. Not my type of humor. I didn't like it whatsoever.
Yeah, if there's anything that's probably the greatest thing in that movie is that they kind of wasted a huge badass villain and a badass arc.
It could have been the best movie or the best moment of Phase 4, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, and I got to be honest with you. While I found Taika Waititi's brand of humor funny for the past few years, I'm just starting to get tired of it.
It
Uh,
was too much. I know what you mean because his other stuff outside of Marvel, I like, but it
yeah,
was too much for me.
yeah. The What We Do in the Shadows is fantastic. It's
Hmm.
hilarious, but he hasn't been on that show I think for like 2 seasons now. He hasn't worked on that. It's still freaking funny, but I think his brand of humor is starting to be like, okay, I'm starting to get tired of this
Yeah.
brand.
I hope they do because he's doing what's the other comic book that he's working on? The comic book movie, Inko.
Uh, that's
I hope,
right. I
yeah,
forgot
I
about
hope
that.
that is not another Thor situation and they take
Oh
it serious.
my god, that can go really bad really quick. I forgot they did a whole thing like they did this whole elaborate video announcing who was going to be directing this. And I'm
Yep.
like, oh no, I don't know now. It could go
Mm.
really bad.
Also, I wanted to point out. You mentioned some. Oh, the Thor movie. I was really, and this is nothing compared to the actual complaints from people,
Mm,
but I was really annoyed that and I don't want to spoil it just in case you've not read the Jason Aaron run. The scene with let's just say the black heavy metal Thor, if you know what I'm talking about, look,
mm, yeah.
where he's got two items in a panel that's
Oh, I
very
love it.
iconic.
Yeah, I love that scene.
I really wanted to see that.
Yeah.
When I heard they're doing the God Butcher stuff, I'm like, can we go this route? Because this is the Thor that I really want to see. I'm fine with funny Thor, but I also like the super badass Thor moments like that. And I was really let down because I wanted to see that in live
Yeah,
action.
yeah. I think kind of the big issue with that movie is that Ragnarok was a perfect balance of story and comedy
Yeah.
and serious moments, and this just felt like 2 hours of we're just
Of
gonna
shooting
do.
the shit. Let's go.
Yeah, it almost felt like they didn't have like any plan to it. It just felt like a mess. Structure wise, it's just kind of all over the place.
Yeah. Will horror movie franchise make a comeback to movie theaters? Last year, Prey and Hellraiser went to Hulu, and Halloween went to Peacock. I think it will because we've got Scream 6, right, and the Evil Dead franchise.
Yep, we got Evil Dead, Scream, Megan comes out this week, and a lot of people are actually jonesing and hyped for that.
Dude, it has like a 94% review on the Tomatoes website.
Shut the fuck up. There's no way.
Yes,
Stop.
I that movie is freaking me out because of the uncanny valley, and that's on purpose. It's freaking me out, and I don't want to see it just because of that. I'm sorry, it's
Hold
too
on.
freaky for me.
Jesus Christ, 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. What? What? I have to go see this?
I want to check it out, but I'll be honest, I'm gonna be really uncomfortable watching it because of the damn
No
uncanny valley.
way. Wow. And this dropped in freaking January.
Yep.
You never ever get a quality film in January. You almost never
Oh,
do.
I guess times are changing. Hopefully.
Wow.
What is this coming out in January?
I gotta see this.
Megan. Oh,
Damn.
Megan. It's already. It comes out Friday. What else is coming out this month? Um,
Good shit, man.
Teen Wolf the movie. Nope, no, thank you. Infinity Pool. I do want to check out because that's Mia Goth is in that, and she's having a hell of a career right now. Shotgun Wedding looks silly, but I kind of want to check it out. Looks funny.
Yeah. When does the Cocaine Bear come out?
That's one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and
Cocaine
that is
Grizzly. Fuck
based on a
yeah.
true story, by the way, Chad.
Yes. Yes.
It is based on true events.
Yep.
February 24th.
Oh, look. I can't wait for that. It just looks like right up my alley, and they're really stretching that based on a true story thing. But
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. It's Ray Liotta's last. This is Ray Liotta, legendary actor, and Grizzly Bear Cocaine. How's it called? Grizzly Cocaine.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear is his last film. What a way to go out.
Man. The movie, the true event happened in 1985. And if you go to the Wikipedia page, you can check out the real photo of the cocaine bear. Actually, I'm going to share it because why not? It's one of those shows where we're going to show, what do we call this? The taxidermy of a bear that was high on cocaine. Window, where is it? Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. They made a movie out of this incident. Let me zoom in on that bad boy.
Wow.
Rest in peace, homie. What a way to go out for that bear, you know?
Yeah, rest in peace, Pablo Escobar. Love you, buddy.
So, yeah. Cocaine Bear. Here's the Wikipedia article and all that stuff.
That is... Go back to that image, because that movie poster is just...
It's like Sin City or 300.
Yeah.
But with the bear.
Yeah, it's just chef's kiss. Honestly, when in the future, if I ever have like a nice little theater room or something like that, I need a huge theater-sized poster of this just to frame it up, because that is beautiful.
That's a great, yeah. And like, I get it. It's supposed to be the drugs, but it also is like super stylized with the monochrome look and all that stuff. But it's actually the cocaine.
Yeah. Look, what has happened to the art of movie theater posters? You know what I'm saying? Like these days, especially the Marvel ones are really bad. A lot of
the floating head syndrome.
Oh, God,
I hate that.
Terrible. They are horrible. And then you look at stuff like the classics, the Indiana Jones ones, Back to the Future, Star Wars. Like they just, oh my God, beautifully done stuff. And those were hand painted, weren't they? Back in the day?
Yes.
Oh.
What movies are you looking forward to this year? 65? Yes, 65 looks amazing. That's the Adam Driver dinosaur movie.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That's from A24 is producing?
Turok.
No, not A24. Who's producing that?
It's pretty much Turok.
Yeah, basically. And I'm super... Wait, is it... Who the hell is... Oh, it's Columbia Pictures. Sorry, I don't know why I thought about A24. 65, I like that we're finally moving past Jurassic Park, because for the longest time, they've only been the dinosaur movies that people can experience. And there's so much more you can do with dinosaurs than just the park scenario and the reviving scenario.
Yeah.
Here it's time travel, and he gets stuck in prehistoric Earth. Spoilers. And he starts killing dinosaurs. What's not to love?
So
Dude, that's part, killing dinosaurs. What are we talking?
Yes. How you doing, Gabe?
I'm good, Gio. What up, Lou? What up, everybody in the chat watching live? Everybody watching the rewind. Made it in.
We were just talking about Cocaine Bear.
Oh, I thought we were talking about like cocaine T-Rex or something.
Wait. I forgot to mention, Lou. Check this out. Wait, let me get the cocaine bear again. There's something.
That's funny because we've been using that cocaine bear GIF in our chat for like 7,000 years. Every time that we get like paid or whatever, we're like, "Oh, cocaine! Post that cocaine bear snorting cocaine off the barrel."
Look at the tagline for this movie. Get in line. February 24th.
Oh my God! Very good. Very good.
They know what they have here, okay? And I appreciate them being straightforward with, look, this is a bear that sniffed cocaine and went on a killing rampage, and that's what the movie's about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like snakes on a plane. I mean, it's all right there.
Yeah.
And I hope it's ridiculous, like
No, it has to
Sharknado.
be. Yeah. This
I
could
don't want it to be like a real we try to make a film.
artsy.
No, I don't want a
bear.
film. I just want a bear just getting loaded off of cocaine and just like eating everything in his path, every picnic basket he finds in the forest.
What about Knock at the Cabin? Is that a movie you guys are excited for?
That's
I haven't heard of it before.
That's
M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah.
Oh,
God, he's so hit and miss. He came back with a string of really good movies. He did
2 good movies.
Well, he did Glass.
Glass, and then what was
the other one?
what was the really excellent one? The first one.
Split.
Split was incredible.
Split was great. Glass was not that great.
And then what was was Glass the last one? That was the trilogy, right? Because that all ties into
it was Unbreakable. Split, which was not known at the time when it first came out that it was a sequel to Unbreakable.
Oh, they got you after the credits.
Oh my God. I'm sitting in the theater going, wait, that's the music of Unbreakable. What the fuck? And then all of a sudden you see
Bruce Willis.
It's Bruce Willis in the sitting at the counter, in the rain jacket.
And I'm the only fucking idiot in the theater just popping off going, holy shit, it's a sequel to Unbreakable.
Yeah.
everybody around me is going, what the fuck is this guy on?
Yeah, it's like, why are you so excited? I go, dude, it's Unbreakable.
And
it was always planned out as a trilogy. He's been saying that since the movie was first released, and it just took 20 years for it to happen.
Yeah, and then he does Glass, and Glass was not that good.
Dude, I would love to do a ranking episode. I think nobody would care, but a ranking episode of M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on.
I'm just saying because he doesn't have a lot of film, so it's not going to take like 20 hours to go through his library. But it's like banger, dog shit, okay, banger, Avatar, fuck, and then he comes out with Split. And you're like, holy shit!
I forgot about Avatar. Holy shit! My brother is a huge fan of the animated series, and we went and saw the movie. And halfway through the movie, I look at my brother and go, "So how's the movie?" He goes, "Fuck you for dragging me to this bullshit," and he almost walked out of the theater. My brother was pissed.
Man. But he's done. I haven't seen his last film, Old. I'm not sure if I'm ready to see that movie. Is it terrible. Okay? It's just I don't. Maybe it's just me, and maybe Lou, you'll run into this later. I don't know. But just watching a movie where someone's kids grow up like in the blink of an eye, it's real life. Like that's exactly what happens to your kids. Yeah. They grow up out of nowhere. But to kind of see it and watch them kind of like I presume die or something, I'm not ready for that. So I was like, nah, I'm good on watching Old.
Yeah, I've since having a kid and with my stepdaughter and stuff like that whole thing of kids dying and everything that hits me a little bit harder. Where I'm like, shit, this hits harder than it did before.
I found a list. Hold on,
what you got?
I found a tier. What do we call it? A tiered list of M. Night Shyamalan movies.
He had a movie before Glass. Before Split, excuse me, that was actually really good. I think it was like The Visit or something like that. That was actually pretty good.
I think he produced that. I don't know if he directed.
Yeah, I think the last movie he did before Split was it Elevator to Hell?
I think that was also. I think he produced that or something. Okay, here we go.
Oh man, I already see dog shit on here already. Dang it.
Yeah, this is a rough list.
Let's do SAECF.
Rodimus Primo or Prime Rib.
I walked out of the one that the trees were killing the people.
Yeah.
The Happening
with Marky Mark.
Where he's talking to the plant. Hey, what's going on, plant? Are you doing
all this?
Why are you
what?
Or the old man in the antique store that's like, another soda commercial. Like through the whole movie, that's all he would scream. This is all the soda commercials that they put on there in these weird pandemic situations.
Okay, so here are the 14 films that he created, directed.
14? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what we got?
The first one that he did was a short student film. I don't think we've seen it. Praying with Anger. That's the first
I haven't
one.
seen it, but man, I want to see it now. It's kind of like
It's
watching Christopher Nolan films and going, "Oh, I'm gonna go back and see Follow."
It's about a young Indian American's return to India and explores the clash of Western values with those of the Indian subcontinent. It's
Huh.
an indie drama film that he made in 1992.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hunt that down one way or the other. I think.
Next, he did Wide Awake.
I never heard
I haven't
of it.
seen it.
That's the one with Rosie O'Donnell and Dennis Leary and Joseph Cross.
Is that Joe Dirt?
It's the one about
What's it called? Wide Awakening? I'm gonna look up that. Who's
Wide
that on the
Awake.
cover?
It's a comedy drama. I think Rosie O'Donnell plays a nun in the movie.
Yeah,
Because
you lost
Edgy.
You lost me at Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a Shyamalan movie. I remember the movie, but I didn't know it was from him. I didn't.
Julia Stiles is in it.
I didn't really like it, so it's an F.
I don't think I've seen it, so I haven't seen
Sorry.
it. I have no idea.
Next, he directed The Sixth Sense.
S.
I assume that where's The Sixth Sense? Here it is.
That's an S tier movie. I'll fight anybody.
There we go.
Oh yeah, yeah. No S. Yeah, that's even now. There's some stuff in that movie that's really effective, and
It
even
still holds up.
knowing, yeah, even knowing the big reveal. I think I saw this about a year or two ago, and I was like, man, this still a good story. It still holds.
I
up.
like it when you know the reveal because you watch it and you go, it all makes sense. It all fits. Like
Yeah.
everything is just like they didn't fool you, or they didn't break their own rules or anything like that. Like it's fantastic.
You know what freaked me out about that movie? Sorry to interrupt.
No,
You remember the scene? I think what's the kid's name? Haley Joel Osment. He sees a ghost in the bus. Was it a bus?
Yeah, I think so.
And like it's a little jump scare, and you think it's an old guy, and then he looks at the kid, and you see the scary face or something, or like a rotting face or something like that. That freaked me the hell out, and I still, when I think of Sixth Sense, I go back to that scene, and it still freaks me out. I hate that scene.
My sister's the same way with the Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure with the Large Marge scene.
Mm.
I traumatized her as a kid, and now at 40, it still bothers her. Okay, so what's next?
Next one is Unbreakable.
S.
Fucking Unbreakable.
That's fucking god tier, dude.
Yeah. And if you're a comic book fan, you'll love it even more, honestly. That's such a great movie. But I think this was also the point where Shyamalan was starting to get the rep that he's the twist guy, that he has to have a twist in every single movie. And I think he started to become a victim of his own success with this, where he even started feeling like, fuck, now I got to put a twist in every movie because people are saying I'm the next Alfred Hitchcock or something like that.
And you got to be more clever because people are going to be looking for clues and stuff like that too.
Right.
And he's always inserting himself in the movies. I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, he's the kind of guy, he just looks like a random Indian dude, like some guy in a crowd. So he doesn't really stand out to me. And I'm like, oh, it's him. But it's not like...
He was like Stan Lee, where you see him and you're like, yeah, that's Stan Lee in a movie.
Yeah, you know who's in the last few years, you know who's kind of gotten the same treatment, but he's bucked the trend because he's like, I'm not doing the fucking twist thing, is Jordan Peele. You know, he did Get Out, and everybody was expecting him to do another twist thing with Us, and he kind of played it straightforward. There really wasn't a twist with that. Then he did Nope, and I just love everything that Jordan Peele is doing right now. He's doing great stuff. Dude,
Unbreakable is a great comic book movie too. I know you mentioned it yourself, but I remember that's how like somebody told me about the movie. They're like, "Oh, hey, you like comics? You'll like this." And I go, "Oh, okay." I was going to see it anyways. Come on. And then you watch it and you're like, it's not about comic books, but it's an example of what storytelling is like in comic books and what comic books are as a medium and stuff like that. So it's really cool in that manner, and there's a lot of comic book tropes in it. Like I remember watching it, and I was like, Samuel L. Jackson wears a lot of purple in this. Purple is what bad guys wear in comics. And I was like, oh, that's just me being a stupid nerd, right? And then it ended up being true, right? But it didn't spoil it for me or anything. But it's things like that. There's a whole example of how, with the original art, how they explain like the heroes' heads are smaller compared to their bodies, and the villains are larger compared to their bodies, and how artwork is, and things like that. So it uses comic books to tell a story, which is cool.
Right. It's clear that this is a love letter to the medium in certain ways, and it's so good. This is probably, honestly, Unbreakable is probably my favorite of his films. I love this thing. I could watch this tonight. In fact, I might put this on tonight.
Interrupting for 1 minute. 13 Ghost. There's a sexy, busty girl. I had no idea.
Yeah. I'm not ashamed to admit that there was a lot of childhood issues with that.
Wait, 13 Ghosts, is that the one with the what's her face from American Pie in it?
Yep, that's the one. Yep.
I don't remember that.
Shannon Doherty?
No, that's 90210. That's Charmed.
Shannon,
the ugly sister on Charmed.
Elizabeth?
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Shannon Elizabeth.
Yeah. Next one on the list is The Village.
I haven't seen this since I saw it in the theater. I don't remember much of it.
I love it.
Really?
I love it, dude. I say A, if not S. This is really good.
This is one that I see all the time on my Amazon Prime queue, like recommendations, and I have not watched it again since I saw it.
It's good for the watch because you've seen it before though, right? So you know the twist.
Yeah, I know what's going on. I remember.
It's one of my favorite twists because it's not the I'm leading you this way, so I went that way, or like an old Henry kind of ending, But it's just a completely like, oh wow, this is the entire thing was what? None of this. Wait, I don't want to spoil anything in case anybody's watching it. But it's one of my favorite twists because it's like, that's the because there's no twist in the movie. Like you're like, what? Yeah, it's a regular,
really.
Scary, creepy movie. But then the very end, when you read, the tombstone, it's like, wait a second.
You're right. There's no big twist to it. There's reveals. Mm-hmm. There's certain things that are revealed, and it's not really a twisty thing. The biggest thing that I remember about this is my dumbass. I was watching the movie with my cousin, and I got halfway through it, and I went, "Wait, she's blind?" He goes, "You're fucking kidding me, right? You didn't realize the main character is blind halfway through this movie?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Why do you think she's carrying around a stick?" I'm like, "I don't know. I thought she was just walking around with it."
I have to admit, I don't think I've seen The Village. I think that's the only Shyamalan movie I haven't seen.
It's worth a watch. It's good.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I'll pop this on tonight, Gabe. I haven't seen it since it was in theaters. I think I'll enjoy it.
There you go. And I made a mistake. The Visit, he did direct that. Sorry.
Cool.
I thought he was just a producer. But the next one on the timeline here is my favorite Shyamalan movie, Signs.
I love that.
I think
S.
I think Sixth Sense and Signs are his best material. And
I was a manager of a movie theater when this came out, and I loved it. I watched it. I got to watch like the overnight kind of previewing of the print, which is what us old people used to do when we watched movies on the film. You had to watch the print. You had to watch it once to make sure the print wasn't fucked up.
I love the science fiction stuff. I love the alien movies. I love the faith conversation and religious stuff. I loved it. It was super motivational or not motivational, super moving when I saw it. And I've seen it many times. I love this movie so much.
Yeah, this is one I revisited this last year, and this is one that it still holds up really well. Mm-hmm. Still looks pretty good for the most part. And for me, the scene that sticks out to me the most that is still really effective is the one where they're seeing the video footage when in Mexico and the alien.
Jesus Christ, I thought it was real.
Oh my dude, it is still really, really effective. It hits you hard.
When I see that, I get goosebumps immediately when I watch that scene.
Yeah. And there's the scene with Mel Gibson where he's sitting at the dinner table and they're having basically what he thinks is the last meal and stuff like that. Yeah. And it's still, this holds up. This holds up really well.
Does it have a 4K version or not?
I don't think so. I want to say.
I think most of these movies are owned by Disney now, right?
Oh, Jesus.
So I don't think they're going to put out many 4Ks. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know.
No 4K as far as I know.
I just love that part in Mexico that you guys are talking about, and like Joaquin Phoenix is like, "Vámonos!" He's trying to move the Mexican kids out of the way. He's like, "Vámonos, get out of the way."
Vámonos, vámonos. Oh boy. Okay, so we did that. The next one is I did the village out of order. Anyways, whatever.
Oh,
Lady in the Water.
F.
A lot of people hate it.
No, this is where the fall off for me.
Yeah, this is the cliff right here.
You want to do F?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'll leave it at F because I realize it's not a good movie. However, I dug it when I saw it. Personally, I would do C.
But it's C.
But no, 2 against 1. You guys.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Majority rules. It's all right.
This is Paul Giamatti couldn't even save this movie for me.
He tried to do an original fairy tale for his daughters, I think, and it just ended up being so pretentious. But
it's just the one guy that only works out one arm, like that whole thing was weird. Like it's like a weird, like it felt like an anthology almost, like it was just like different movies put together. But
it was super meta and pretentious. And M. Night is one of the main heroes in the story that ends up saving the day and gives Paul Giamatti the key to whatever was happening. But I liked the is it a fairy or is it a nymph? What is it? The character.
I thought it was a fairy. I haven't seen this movie in forever on purpose.
The water spirit creature, mythical creature, whatever. I liked that, and the fact that it was like a fairy tale come to life. It sort of reminded me of Fables, the comic, where it's like fairy tales that you knew taking place in the real world, hidden from everybody. That aspect is what I like about the movie.
Yeah,
but I do recognize it's not a good movie.
This to me is when it was like, all right, that's his first like swing and a miss, and he just kept going afterwards. He just kept swinging and missing. Yeah, we'll see what else is coming up.
The next one is The Happening.
Real quick, Lady in the Water to me is I get the same like shakes and bad experience vibes that I get from watching Darren Aronofsky's Mother.
Oh, I remember we both had the same feeling about that movie. We hated that shit.
And then it's so pretentious, and it's like, and there was because it's one of those things where, I don't like it. That's fine. I'll leave it alone. But people who find out you don't like it just think you're an idiot, and they try to be super pretentious about themselves. Like, oh, it was amazing. There's this whole thing about the muse and the craft and how things are formed and how us as fans destroy and eat their kids. And it's like, this is stupid.
It's so far up his own ass. It was that movie where and I like Aronofsky. I love Black Swan, ass to ass. I love that scene in
Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream, So but it's
Black Swan with the ballerina?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. With the gay scene
that movie need to come with a bottle of lotion and some tissues.
With the gay scenes and all that. Okay.
Oh my God, yes.
Thank you for that.
I still think The Wrestler is his best film. I love that movie.
I forgot he did The Wrestler.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Dude, it's Marissa Tomei and she plays a washed up stripper that nobody wants a lap dance from. Okay. Yeah. Marissa.
Okay, sure.
Then on to Aunt May.
Yeah.
But what's his face in it too?
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke's great in it.
I think we can all agree we would still get a lap dance from Marissa Tomei today.
Sure.
Yeah. I can't confirm that Lady in the Water, she was a nymph, water spirit. And if you guys get a chance, ignore the movie, but listen to the score of that film. And I think that is one of James Newton Howard's best or underrated works, in my opinion. I love the score for that movie. I think that's why I love the movie so much, even though it's dumb. Okay, so what we were talking about? The Happening. What about The Happening?
Oof.
Oh, God. See?
Ooh.
I mean, if you don't take it serious, you're going to have a fun time laughing the hell out of it.
That's in a movie where it's like, hey, it's the plants. You're like, that's stupid. No, it's not. You dumb old man. You're an idiot. Go die already, right? And then you're like, oh, it is the plants. This movie's dumb.
I remember the marketing for this. It was touted as M. Night Shyamalan's first R-rated film. And I was like, oh, shit, this sounds awesome. I went to see it in theaters and I walked out going, oh, shit, this was terrible.
It was cool. With the whole
Yeah.
like, oh, the guy that like runs himself over with his lawnmower, and people killing themselves and stuff like that. But it was just like the idea that like some stupid, dumb antique owner, old man, it just was like, oh, I think it's just the plants. Plants can do that kind of stuff, right? And you're like, oh, shut up, you're an idiot, right? And then you go through the movie and you're like, no, this movie ain't too bad. It's kind of weird, strange stuff. Oh wait, it is the plants. It's just the whole idea that they gave it away and it was so dumb and it ended up being true. I was just like, this is just.
And then you had John Leguizamo as a math teacher, and Zoe Deschanel. I did not like her at all in that movie.
Yeah.
You had the scene where the dude is in the zoo and stands in the middle of the lion's den so the lion can rip his arm off. And then people are falling from skyscrapers. It was so weird and dumb. I don't know. I think it's an F. But if you're watching this to make fun of it, you're gonna love it.
Put it at F then, because I said it is at F. Okay.
Next up is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh God.
That's got to be an F.
Oh God. Can we put
it's worse than an F. You just don't have that category. It should just be like, I'm gonna just drink bleach to forget it.
Oh my God.
Category.
Amnesia.
There is literally nothing right about this film.
Wait.
Can you put another line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Add a row above. Oops, sorry.
Just call it ass.
Wait. Delete row.
There we go.
No.
You need to make one more. You make like 12 more, Gio, and call it ass, and then put Avatar there.
There you go.
There
you go.
That is undeniably his worst film. Like, it was so. I think this tanked his career for years.
Yeah, we didn't see him for a long time after this. Yeah.
It was 2010, by the way.
2010, and we didn't see him again until like 20.
We saw him again in 2013 with the next movie, which also sucked. After Earth, with Will Smith and his son.
Oh, that was bad. Yeah,
that was really bad. I hated that movie.
That was 2013.
2013, and then he came back with The Visit, which was well received in 2015. And
that movie was 2013. No way. Wow.
Yeah.
I felt like it was
2016.
I thought he fell off the face of the earth for like years and years and years, and then he popped back up. But he's been there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you consider like the last good one was Signs, and Village was mixed from what I remember.
Yeah.
That was 2004. So Lady in the Water, The Happening, The Last Airbender, After Earth, 4 duds in a row.
That hurts. Man.
And here's the thing. Lady in the Water was released by Warner Brothers. The Happening was released by Fox. And then he went over to Paramount and released Last Airbender and then After Earth with Sony Pictures.
Yeah. I remember
they were like, no, your movie bombed. We're not going to do the movie.
Let's go to
and then they just sent him to the next studio over. It's like, yeah, we'll take you.
Yeah. And then everything else that he's done after has been Universal.
It's been,
I'm sorry. After Earth, I don't like it. It's an F.
No, fine. I don't think I've seen it. So
the next one is The Visit, which I haven't seen.
I haven't seen that either.
No, guys. You really should check this one out. This was really solid. It's a B for me. It's a really solid, fun kind of. Is it what I think is going on, or is it not? And it's a good movie. It's solid. This watching this, I watched this and didn't know he directed it, and I was like, oh shit, this was actually really good. And they didn't even market his name on it. They just put it out there.
It's funny how his name gets smaller and smaller on the posters as we go along.
Oh yeah. After that was Split.
Oh,
S.
Yeah, this was a welcome surprise and return to form. I was like, holy shit, dude.
It's like, that's the M. Night Shyamalan I remember.
Yeah, he had this in the tank. I was like, man, okay. This revitalized his career. This gave him the shot of life he needed for the last few years. And like I said, I remember watching the after credit scene, being the only jackass in the theater, realizing what the reveal was. I'm like, oh my God.
And this is also the first time for me that what's her name was introduced. The girl that played Magic and the girl from Queen's Gambit.
Taylor Joy.
Yeah,
whatever.
this is the first movie I saw her in.
Yep.
And I was like, oh man, this woman's amazing. Wow.
Cleveland Brown says M. Night needs to make a bomb for Disney to make that 5 different studios. That'd be great.
He's collecting the Infinity Stones of mediocrity.
Mediocre movies, yeah.
He needs a bomb on like Netflix and Hulu and everything else.
Next one is Glass.
Has he got anything coming out? Now that we're talking about his movies?
He's got a new one coming out.
Oh, that's what brought this up. You guys are talking about that cabin movie, right?
Knock at the Cabin, yeah.
With Batista. It actually looks really good.
Oh, I'm in for his movies.
I've heard the book is really good. Yeah, Dave Bautista, man, in the last few days, he's been kind of talking about, acting and stuff like that. And I just love the fact, I think personally he's the best, for me, the best wrestler turned movie star.
Wait, more than Hulk Hogan?
He's one of those guys that if he's in a project, I'm like, he's probably going to be good in it,
Yeah. Even the low quality movies that he's done, they're fun.
Well, I think John Cena's up there too.
He's up there.
It's interesting how many like great actors we've gotten, or action star actors or whatever, but out of the WWE.
Yeah. The Rock is just playing The Rock in every movie he's in.
Yeah, John Cena's great though. I mean, Peacemaker, and I don't know if you guys ever saw Cock Blockers. He was great in Cock Blockers.
Yeah, he came out this week and he said, "Yeah, this is definitely going to be the last Guardians movie. This is definitely going to be my last Guardians movie. I want to do more dramatic roles." I'm like, dude, have at it. You were great in Glass Onion. You were great in Blade Runner. And if you have not seen it, you can see the short online. There was a series of shorts that were accompaniments for Blade Runner 2049 that filled out that universe even more. And he has a short film there that is really good.
Thank you, Rodimus Prime Rib. Yeah, you think he's better than Roddy Piper?
They live.
Yeah, serious.
I don't know about that. Yeah. Split was awesome, but McAvoy was excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, he carries that. He definitely.
If McAvoy was not there making that happen, I don't think the movie would have been as great.
I've never respected McAvoy as much as I did in Split.
What about Glass? Which, by the way, I still have not seen.
It's a disappointment. It's not terrible. Yeah, it's not as good as Split, but it has a lot of problems.
There you go. And the last one is Old, which I haven't seen.
I haven't seen it either.
Horrible. It's an F. Unfortunately, it's not good.
My guy with the Fs. There we go.
It's not good.
So that's the official Omnibros ranking of M. Night Shyamalan movies. Tune in next week where we'll rank another director. I don't know. Let's
just go through actors' filmographies and see where they turned to crap.
Let's just
like you do that with like Nicolas Cage, and you could go through and be like, you can see when his movies dropped, and you just start doing crazy films.
Oh, dude!
And there's a lot of actors where you could do that. It's pretty fun.
I bow down at the Nicolas Cage altar. Okay, I love Nicolas Cage. Face Off, Con Air.
There's nothing bad about those.
Con Air and Face Off.
How do I pronounce this guy's name? Bull.
Uwe. Yeah.
I don't want to offend his fan base, but it's all Fs for me.
I mean, then I was about to say we would just have two categories of F and not F.
Yeah.
Or F but in blue or something. I don't know.
Bull did how many movies? Wow.
He did a Blood Rain movie. Like, come on.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Dude has a lot of shit. Hold on. In the Name of the King, Blood Rain, Postal. He adapted all the silly games that did not need an adaptation, and he still sucked at that.
Yep.
He did House of the Dead by Sega, and that's legendary. Oh man.
Hey, people are actually giving us requests for actors or directors. That's great.
Wes Anderson, Taika, or Gibson. Yeah, let's go. What else? Alone in the Dark. Christopher Nolan movies.
Nolan one would be good. I'd like that.
Because this year, Nolan has some stiff competition because he's going against Barbie. Same release date.
Yeah, he's dropping Oppenheimer on the same day as Barbie. And you know
Any
what?
true cinephile will watch both movies on the same day.
You know, I can actually see Barbie being the film more people flock to than Oppenheimer, just
Oh yeah,
because
yes.
Oppenheimer's a history movie, and a lot of people are probably like, "Yeah, I don't want."
You're gonna see the audience split. You're gonna see like the over 40-year-olds are gonna go see Oppenheimer, and then all the kids and stuff like that are gonna go see not kids, but like
Yeah.
cool kids
Talking like sophisticated
to go
talk
see
about
Barbie
that.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the TikTokers are gonna wear suits and stuff like that. To go see fucking Barbie. I guarantee it's gonna fucking happen. I'm super excited for Oppenheimer, honestly, just
That's
because of the fact that he didn't really detonate a nuclear bomb, guys. Okay, but it was all on the news cycles and stuff like that. You're like, yeah, Christopher Nolan apparently was somehow able to recreate a live atomic bomb while filming Oppenheimer.
Because he doesn't do special effects.
He doesn't like to do CGI, so apparently he pulled it off, is what they're saying. That he didn't really detonate a bomb, but I guarantee you, there was probably a conversation somewhere in that writer's room where they all got together and said, "Could we probably get a bomb?"
They're like, hey, Christopher Nolan, you still got some of that Batman money left over, right? How about you scrape off a little bit and get us some uranium?
Can we maybe we call somebody in the United States, maybe the Pentagon, and go, this is Nolan. He wants to see if we could, just drop one somewhere in the middle of the desert somewhere, just for old times.
Somewhere like Victorville or something.
By the way, Rodima said the Batista movie looks really creepy. If you guys don't know, Knock at the Cabin. I'm going to read the sentence here.
Oh, James Abel's got a good idea.
During vacationing at a remote cabin, a family of 3 is suddenly held hostage by 4 strangers, demanding that they have to sacrifice one family member to avert the apocalypse. That's the premise for that movie. It's based off a novel of the same name.
I've heard the book is great.
Same. I haven't read it, but I've heard great things about that book. And the trailer looks fantastic. I'm super excited for that movie.
I want Batista to be. They keep talking about it, but for him to do Gears of War,
I would love that. Yeah,
that'd be fun. Yeah. Oh, I found we don't have time for a Uwe Boll thing, but
we could just do this like a couple nights a month or something.
Yeah, maybe not every.
These rankings are funny.
Yeah, like fun rankings. We can do that. Oh yeah.
James Abel says to rank all the Tsunami series, the Tsunami series.
Ooh, that'd be good,
dude.
That's funny because we were in the chat earlier today talking about Adult Swim.
Oh yeah, he did
a Cartoon Planet.
Movie. He did a Far Cry movie, Gio. Nobody saw it.
Why? Anyway, did you watch Mandy? Is that the Nicolas Cage movie?
Yes, I haven't
seen that yet.
I haven't seen it either.
I love Mandy. It's so much fun.
This was for Bull. They all suck, but I want to know which sucks the most. We could do like F, negative F, and go down like that. Like
F,
the positive,
but
negatives.
green. That's fine.
Great Tsunami series, Tarantino. That Tarantino's fun.
But I mean, we would have to watch the Yui Boll movies. I haven't seen very many of them.
Well, Tarantino would be easy. Tarantino's only got 9 films.
Yeah, and he's probably only got like one bad one.
For the Boll movies, I've seen House of the Dead. I've seen the Blood Rain movies.
Nope.
I've seen Postal.
Nope.
Don't ask me why, but I did. In the Name of the King with Jason Statham. That's based on a video game. That sucked as well. But I haven't seen the others. So I don't know.
So my mother-in-law has this strange fascination with Jason Statham. It doesn't matter how bad the movie is.
Oh, he's awesome, dude.
If he's in it, she watches it, and she loves his movies.
So, Lou, do this. There's a movie out there called London.
Uh-huh.
And it's Jessica Biel, it's Chris Evans, and Jason Statham.
Okay.
And the whole movie is just them in a house party. Not even like a house party, but like a party at a house. But it's not like kid and play house party. Not, it's not crazy like a house party, but it's a party at a house, right?
Yeah.
And it's just them sitting in the bathroom just doing cocaine the whole movie.
Cool.
And because it must be in his contract, Jason Statham does get to spin kick a dude in the chest. So
of course he does.
It's like a really low, like even keel movie. It's about Christopher Beale and Christopher Nolan breaking up. Not Christopher Nolan, Chris Evans. Their breakup, and they end up at this party together. How awkward it is and stuff like that.
All right.
So, but it's like Chris Evans and Jason Statham doing cocaine in the bathroom the whole time.
This sounds like my perfect
Yeah,
film.
it's called London. It's great because Jessica Biel is gorgeous in it.
There you go. Also, while we're on the subject, I wanted to mention to the chat, we're always looking to make different content for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to ask, I said this at the beginning of the stream, if you guys had any suggestions for topic ideas that you want us to do for Omnibros, we're open to suggestions. Leave those in the comment section. Not
Or
the
in
chat.
comments when on the rewind.
not-
If you're watching the rewind.
Not now live because we're going to end it in a couple minutes. I got to go. But in the comment section, if you'd be so kind, the true hardcore Omnibro fans out there, let us know what you want to see from us in 2023.
Cool.
I'm
I'm ready to go too if you're ready because I know you said you were.
I can give you 2 more minutes while we
That's
wrap
enough time
up.
to do the IST spot.
You can't get Uwe books. However, you can get comic books at InStockTrades.com, your official sponsor for Omnibros. It's your one shop to get all your Omnis, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more, up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that if you make an order week by week. And if you place an order of $50 or more, you get free shipping. Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibroslive here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Shout out to IST.
Word.
Rodimus, my wife is the same with Gerard Butler.
Hey,
You seen
Geostorm was a
the
good
new
one.
Gerard Butler movie, by the way?
Geostorm? I love Geostorm.
No. He has a new one coming out this year with Luke Cage. I forget his name.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. The name of it is
Don't say the name. If you guys want to know, well, you kind of have to Google it. I don't know. But if you stumble on it upon it and can see the trailer without knowing the name of it, it's so ridiculously hilarious when you find out the name of the movie. I was just dumbfounded, and I really, really want to see that movie. It looks.
Oh, you don't want to say it to spoil it. Okay, I was like, is it a bad word? Are we not?
No.
It's
It's just man.
That's fine. I wasn't sure. I was like, what? I had to go look it up. I go, what are we talking about?
Rodimus, don't spoil it. Dang it. Look,
5 minute timeout. 5 minute timeout.
I'm going to put you in a timeout. we're nearly done. I'm sorry, buddy. Hold on. Timed out for 5 minutes. Let's wait the 5 minutes until he comes back.
It's an honor to be timed out. This isn't like a punishment.
Yes.
We're just.
Yes.
It's all good fun.
Trolls just get blocked and deleted. True chat members, they get timed out.
No, trolls. I like to highlight their comments just because. Not trolls, but like the sex bots.
The sex bots are fun, but it depends on the trolls, because some trolls you don't want to deal with that.
Before we get out of here, have you guys seen the Fast and Furious 10? The budget on that thing? Why?
Let me check on that. I don't know.
Is this
Fast X or Fast 10? What
It
are we
needs
talking
more
about?
money. Whatever it is, just give them all the money.
Fast 10. Yeah, Fast X.
Fast
whatever.
X or something.
$340 million.
Why is
That's
this?
like Avengers Endgame money.
Let's check Endgame.
Why is this costing so much?
Endgame was.
Maybe it's all the CGI they need to make Vin Diesel look like he's thin and buff still.
Endgame. He's got that Groot money, son.
Yeah, you notice he ain't wearing those tank tops anymore, right?
Avengers Endgame had a budget of around $356 to $400 million.
This is stupid. Why does the Fast and Furious movie need to be so much?
It's inflation.
And
Honestly.
the first Fast and the Furious movie had a budget of
Oh, that was like $16. It was whatever they scrounged up out of people's like cup holders of change.
Yeah. They were robbing DVDs.
Fast and Furious 2001 was $38 million.
Yeah, that's
Again.
nothing.
Why is this 370 something million? This is look.
Maybe it's since it's Fast 10, they're going to 10 times the budget.
I hanged up
of the first movie.
my white undershirt and my cross after the last movie because it was just bad. The last movie was terrible, and it wasn't even it crossed over from this is fun, dumb fun to just horrible in the last movie.
Oh, we called it though. We knew they were going to go into space eventually. And now they're going to go back to the hood because that's how it works. Same with Jason.
Okay,
Same
so
with Leprechaun.
Let me check the budget for each movie here. The first one was 38. The second increased to 76 million.
Damn.
The third one was 85 million. The fourth one, 85 million as well. The fifth one was 125 million. Fast 5. Fast and Furious 6 was 160 to 260 million.
That's where we got The Rock, right? Was it 6 that The Rock came in or 5?
I don't know.
You know what this means, right? We're going to have to fucking rank all the Fast and the Furious movies.
That's not a bad idea. Fast 7, 190 to 250. But that is explainable because of Paul Walker and how they had to fix the movie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. The Fate of the Furious, this is the 8th movie, 250 to 270 million. F9, which you guys don't like, is 200 to 225 million. And Fast X, like I mentioned, is $340 million. I don't know why. When it was just them stealing DVD players.
Wow.
And CRT TVs.
I wait, man. I want a CRT TV to play my.
To plug in the NES and make it actually
But I can't find them.
When you do, they're expensive, dude. They're like $100, and they're like 5,000 pounds. Those are heavy.
You know what else is climbing up in price? PlayStation 1s and GameCubes.
Oh, damn it. I need a PS1.
Because the laser thingamajig inside is starting to wear down. So they're becoming rarer, I guess, online and in stores to get. So prices are slowly but surely climbing up for both consoles.
Damn.
I think my PS3 plays PS1 games.
Yeah, you can get the PlayStation 3, the fat one, the George Foreman grill.
Yeah.
Or the...
But the George Foreman grill was the one that played the PS2 games.
Yeah,
they all played PS1 games.
They all played,
because they're CDs.
PlayStation 2 plays 1 and 2, and then the George Foreman PlayStation 3 grill plays 1, 2, and 3. So if you want the ultimate experience, get that PlayStation 3.
Yeah, and they discontinued that version.
Oh, that was the first release model. Was that one? And there was a 60 gig and a 20 gig that played backwards compatible games. But then later on, there was another one that came out with, serial numbers is a D if I remember correctly. It comes with some like a dirt bike game or something like that, and then that was also backwards compatible too for a little bit.
Yeah, I forgot you used to work at Sony during this time.
Right. Yeah, that stuff's buried in my brain forever.
Also, if you guys can't get a GameCube, get the Wii, because the Wii can play GameCube games.
Dude, I've got a GameCube from years ago still. I love that. Those things are like indestructible.
It's like the Nokia phone. You can throw it against a wall, it's still going to work.
Nintendo stuff has always been like super solid. Like I've never had an experience with a Nintendo product going out on me.
Hey, Tolga, thank you for joining on 2023. Another year with us. Thank you so much, buddy. Happy 2023. All right, I'm ready to bounce. Comics Guide, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Comics Guide 101 on Twitter and Comics Guide 101 on YouTube, where there's an archive of a whole bunch of videos. Gabe and I will be setting up a date for the Patreon whenever we can get around to it. I keep forgetting that. And look forward to that. It's in the description, the link for it. $5, guys.
Nice. Gabe loves 90s comics.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Instagram. Gabe loves 90s comics. I'm here Mondays. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. Hell yeah.
Mondays and Wednesdays. And me, you can find me on my channel. That's A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime and manga. I should have a video up tonight or tomorrow. Something will happen either tonight or tomorrow. Stay tuned. But subscribe to the channel. Help a brother out with that. Hey, Rodimus, thank you. I was waiting for you to log in, so thank you for coming back. I hope you enjoyed isolation for 5 minutes.
Penalty box.
I hope you're not too upset with us. And we'll be back tomorrow with the January previews for manga with Riley and myself. So if you want to find out about that and what we think about the releases, tune in tomorrow. Same time, same nerdy channel. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Where's the thing? Here's the thing. Thanks for watching, guys.
We got a thing. Have a good